Dwargon is gone. No, Dwargon is not gone. Dwargon is here. Here for new week. Here for new shit. Now let me quickly lower a bit of the music volume because I did bump it up a bit. Actually, no, music volume's fine. It's the voice volume. Yeah. Second, welcome. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to a new week. Now, let me quickly send the notification on Discord. So, how's everyone's weekend? Hopefully, everyone's weekend is great. Yeah, everyone get a free sip of the day. Oh my god. So I'm I'm drinking ginger tea, and the ginger tea is very, very strong. I'm very not used to this this ginger tea. Hello Merlin, long time no see. Off to a great start with more sips of the day. You got shoulder pain from doing retail? How did that happen? And Stabby's lying. JW leg day. Never skip leg day.
Dismantle.
Hello Heyday. I ripped the good old sipping sound. I have no idea, man. I need to change it. Not this one. Change this to Japanese. I like Japanese more. Over the weekend, I did a HUD, no HUD story, and took a lot of good pictures. Legs are dying. Hasn't heard this bad for a couple of years. All right. Anyways, let's go deal with the new Fantasies of Thousand Gateways. Last time this happened was when you first started martial arts. Damn, JW. Martial arts. Damn. Okay, so I guess we can use bullying here. Bullying who now? Resonance skill. Who else uses resonance skill? Rolova does use resonance skill. Changli also skills of resonance skill. Carlotta also skills of resonance skill. So we can do very weird shit like Rolova, Bullying, and Changli. Loses max HP. Why is it? Okay, Hurricane works. Hurricane works. Oh, wait a minute. Then we can do something quite interesting where we just buff the Echo skill. So it's Rolova, Bullying, and Shuyun. And then we're gonna go with Hurricane. Nice. Why not HP? Because we've done HP before. Gonna try something else. What sequence is my Bullying? Only like S2. Didn't manage to get any extra sequences. HP allows for big damage. Yeah, it does. And he managed S3 Bullying. That's one sequence higher than my Bullying. Go ahead, sure. You're all on the top. Y'all got fooling. Bonnie gets a single buff in her resonance skill. I mean, still buff. You mean you didn't pull, but still? You get your bullying eventually. Ow. Ow, what the heck? What the heck hit? Desua. Oh, why so many Desuas today? Doa Desua? Desua? Yes, Desua. There we have a lot of Desuas today. Is there something that I'm missing? Increase attack, nice. Please don't go Balf. What's Balf? Is bullying slow compared to Verena? Yes. Verena is the queen of concerto generation and rotation. She faster than Shopkeeper or nah? Faster than Shopkeeper? Ooh, look at that. That was cinematic. Oh yes, Merlin. For a lot of the mysteries, I've been reading it quite a bit. I'm at like chapter 10,000 now. Not 10,000, 1,000. Not 10,000, what the hell? So it's the part where Klein is just received his sequence 3 formula. Did I meet Merlin? Yeah, he just only got his sequence 3 formula. So I haven't seen any Merlin. That's supposed to be spoilers. Sequence 2 is Merlin. Oh. Am I missing a... No, I'm not. Yo, no spoil. Yeah, leave it to Merlin to spoil. Boo! Merlin spoil. It is fine, it's fine. We only know the sequence. What is he doing now? They just got rid of the... What's his name now? I forgot his name. But it's the someone in the royal court. George? I'm sure George is not... No, it's before George. It's before George. It's like the head of the psychology alchemist. Something like that. Clearly I do not remember the name. Sequence form manipulator. Yeah, it is the sequence for manipulator. Yeah.
破滅構わないわどうせ同じよ完全に無駄ねさはっ雷鳴イエス
Scholar of Yore. I still haven't gotten to the Scholar of Yore part. Anyways, my bulling's dying. I picked the wrong shit. I picked the wrong shit. Mistakes were made.
火生命のシンフォニーさレッツ一息つこうか陣雷よ勇気を打ち滅ぼせリズムに乗ってただを泣き叫び笑いなさい
Which outro more beneficial for Frolova? Neither.
晴れなさいただ落ち続けて
Honestly, neither.
召喚
Okay, I think we can pause it here for fantasies. And we go and get ourselves some boss materials. Bullying buff resonance skill when after she uses her ulti. Okay. Let's... So... None of them are good. Nah, you can use them. Bullying's resonance skill is from her forte. Her outro is... Bullying's outro is basically like Verena. If I were to show you her outro... Okay. Heal active resonator in team by 18% for whatever attack for 16 seconds. Nearby resonators in team have their damage amplified by 15%. Also, what did I... Oh. Okay, I'll pretend you never asked that question. Then, Verena is pretty much the same. All resonators have their damage amplified by 15%. So we have 15 and 15. Outro skills the same. The resonance skill is from her forte. Man, you need to know who's my top 3 in Tarot Club. None of them. Bullying is 18% for 16 seconds. Verena is 19% for 6 seconds. So, Bullying is technically better in terms of Viwa. She can heal... She has more healing ticks. I don't got no one. Do I not like... How do you pronounce that name? Is it supposed to be German or German? So it's German Sparrow. Yes, and her healing skills based off attack. So I don't like German, the fool. I prefer Dwayne. Dwayne is much nicer. Some Klein glazers. Yo, Merlin, you gotta chill, man. What the heck? What can you say? No, what you should use bullying as, right, is the third teammate rather than replacing Verena. That is Bullying's role. So she's kind of like replacing Spectral Rover on the Yoo-Hoo Verena team. Outside of that, not really. You kind of don't want to use Bullying because the rotation is longer. So it's only on the very, very niche Yoo-Hoo Verena Bullying team where you, Yoo-Hoo, Verena, and third-person team, where you replace Spectral Rover with Bullying. And as for Bullying, when you want to use the double blue forte, because that's the one that gives you regeneration, HP regeneration over time. That's the way how I see this team can perform better than, say, Spectral Rover. Because Spectral Rover's only form of healing is from his ulti. Bullying has more forms of healing from the forte and also from the outro. Okay, nice. Energy regen. Nope. I think if we review Hades account very fast, we can just go straight to this one. Most of this one should have unlocked already. And then this one as well. Kinda disappointed to S6 her. Oh, how come? Okay, let's move to account review. Oh, what is going on? Okay, logging in now. Whose account today? We are reviewing Heydays account. And they have a very interesting account for us because this particular account is pistol only. And you know what the pistol only means? It's a way more... How do I even put it? It's a way smaller range of resonators we can use. Or they can use. Because there's only like so many pistol resonators in the game so far. Pistol only, every pistol? Well, we shall see. And you know what? Since the top up is right here, yeah, why not, right? Oops. Was I supposed to do some achievements here? Was I supposed to keep the account achievement clean? But anyways, let's start. Let's start the review. Hello Rovers and welcome back to another viewer count review. Today, we are reviewing what could be a potentially very special count. The only one in like maybe 10,000, 100,000 accounts. Prediction Doko. Do we even need a prediction? I think the prediction will just be peak, man. Because okay, so for the way how this account rating is going to be, right? We cannot judge by the standard way of account review because there's only 6. There's only 6 pistol resonators. So I think I shall put pick and pistol, just pistol together. Actually no. How do I even do this? How would I call Devasu? Let's go. Yes. Okay, you know what? We just keep it like this. But yeah, that's honestly, it's such a good dying sound effect that I will that it's just gonna stay there. I will remove the video though, because the video doesn't really show anything. I have no idea why the video's there. I think I clicked on something wrong. Supposed to be audio only. Okay. Yeah. So this account is pretty much, I think, a 1 in 100,000, 1 in 10,000, 1 in 100,000 of its only kind because it's pistol resonators only, and pistols only by Heyday. Right. Let's see. Make it a different redeem instead. How? Gonna have to grind for extras for Linnae soon. Been too busy for grinds lately. Well, good luck. Gotta get the grind going. Okay, anyways. Galbrena with okay stats. Vision maybe a little bit low, but if you are able to make do with 118, that's fine. For 118 to work, you need to do a few of her skill plunges. So that might slow down your forte generation. Crit rate is great and crit damage is quite okay. Crit damage might be missing 1. Okay, S0. No, this is S1. Okay, cool. Each point of Afterflame, which is the red. Unfortunately, this is pistol only. If only we had like some pistol resonator with Echo skill cast. Right now, Gilbrena can't really use this. Okay. 4-5. Technical 4-5 here. This energy regens kind of hard carrying. 4-5. 4-5. And 4-5. Have they sent their main for review? I don't think so. There's no need to review their main. If the out is very good, then their main is pretty okay, I'm sure. Okay, so I think yeah, I do see a lot of heavy attack buff, which is exactly what you need because your only team that makes sense here is Galbrena and Mortefi. Yeah, this is the only team that makes sense. So you really need to focus on the heavy attack damage bonus. But also because you're lacking the 15% damage amp, right? I think you will really and focus on the really, because you really need to min-max so hard on all of these pistol resonators. Well, so I guess the only thing for you to work on for the Kurosaurus right now is this one, these, lowest roll, these, also low rolls, so it's going to hurt your damage, which because you're already not having a healer, you definitely need to work on those. Okay, level 10 everything. Give Verena the Glock. Okay, Carlotta. Carlotta with attack is barely making it. Energy regen is also barely making it. Crit rate is okay, and crit damage is okay. Yeah, GGER. Okay, level 10 everything. S1 as well. Oh, okay. With 12.5, you definitely critting reliably. This one, 3.5. Okay, definitely rework on this one. Definitely rework on this one. Both are 2.5. Definitely rework on this one. You cannot afford to miss a single double crit. 3.5. Definitely rework on this one. This one is lowest roll crit damage. So, most important thing for your Carlotta now is to rework on these two. You want one attack, one glacial to maximize the damage. I guess here is where that... Huh? Ooh, this Frosty resolve is very clean. Very clean. Okay, hold on. Open Pritwin. It'll level all of them, and they're all shit. GG. Okay, hold on. Pritwin, tell me. Okay, yeah. So here is where your 0.31% difference of attack percentage and glacial is going to count towards like your clears, because you don't have a healer to help you. So you really need to min-max here. Everyone gonna choose peak. Okay. Chakona. Chakona with the attack. You will need to build Chakona as a DPS as well, right? So I'm guessing Windward Pilgrimage Chakona is the play here, which is actually quite rare. Or it could still be Guards of Welkin Chakona and your DPS is Alto. I'm thinking it's either or. Let's see. Woodland Aria, S0. Okay, it's Windward Pilgrimage. Yeah, use an attack 3 cost on Carlotta. Actually, I can show you the stats real quick. Let me just pull up Pritwin and yeah, so Pritwin here says that with signature weapon, you kind of want to use element and attack. For static miss is double element. For signature is element and attack. Okay, for Chakona, we'll definitely need to rework on this one. This one's missing one crit rate, but it's fine because Chakona's weapon has a lot of crit. This one's 3.5. This one's missing one crit damage again. And technical 5.5. Okay. So I could say that you already have one effective 5.5 for a DPS Chakona. Because Chakona's acting as a DPS here, here is where we can we can count Chakona as a DPS. I know it sounds cursed, but this is the point of the account. Never thought I'd see the day. But okay, cool. I think for Chukona, the first thing you want to really rework on is having enough energy regen as well. Because her ult is the one that's doing big damage, right? So what I kind of want to do is just cast the ult, then uncast the ult, and quickly go back into heavy attacking. Not heavy attacking. The plunge attacks to generate the forte, and then get the forte out. And then just repeat the cycle every time. So I think still 130% might be the one you want to achieve, or unless it's actually okay at 118. This one I'm not too sure. Maybe we'll know later when we actually try. But for now, definitely does need more crit damage.
It's time for.
So you do lack some ER in Viva. Okay, then I guess Chukona does need more ER then. So when you're reworking on this, main focus is to get double crit and energy regen before you get those like attack percentage and liberation. Honestly, I think yeah, honestly I think right, DPS Chukona might benefit more from heavy attack unless you're not really using her to like DPS per se. So how I envision how DPS Chukona is going to work is you're going to use her on field, quick swapping her most of the time to get her heavy out, right? So in this case, maybe focusing on more heavy might be the play. But this right now is still sort of like theoretical. We will know when we try it. Okay, yeah, definitely rework on this one first. You need the energy. Liberation does big damage though. Yeah, it does. But that's for sub DPS Chukona, where you liberate and then after that you just leave her on the field to ta la ta ta la ta ta. Problem is this is pistol only account. So I don't think this Chukona will be ta la ta ta. Instead she'll be just like jumping and heavy forteing, if that makes sense. Okay. Someone said yes. Yes. ER requirement is also low, right? Now it's 130. To use her normally it's 130. If you're using her as DPS, maybe lower, but I'm not too sure. That's why. Honestly, Mortefi, huh? 2k attack Mortefi is great. Energy regen, nice. Crit rate, nice. Crit damage, okay. Static mist, yep. Yeah, like out energy requirement should be 130. This is not DPS Mortefi. This is Moonlit Mortefi. With the Moonlit stats are like kind of like as kind of sub DPS is like the standard Moonlit. Honestly though, I think let me think. Maybe you could go with Flaming Claw Print. If you're using Mortefi with... So what I can see here, right? You can do Galbrena, Mortefi, and Chixia. Oh, because you're using Chixia with Flaming Claw Print already, huh? Well, Chixia's gameplay for you, because Galbrena is the one doing the main sources of damage, you wouldn't be using Chixia's forte gauge as often. They're releasing resonance skill, huh? Let me see. Fusion plus 30%. Because if we think about it, Fusion, Resonance, Liberation... While your Chixia will be doing Resonance, Liberation quite a lot, I still do think that maybe Molten Rift on Chixia might push her damage a little higher, and Flaming Claw Print on Mortefi, because Flaming Claw Print can buff everyone, right? So your Motefi is the one who is like holding on to the Flaming Clawprint. Then Chixia with her so-called DPS set, but you're just like using her to liberate and boom. Then Galbrina is like the main damage dealer. But I think that requires a lot more testing. That really requires a lot more testing because literally no one does that kind of team comms other than other than this account, other than your account itself. So this will actually require some testing before you actually determine whether it's good or not. And what sequence is the Motefi? S6. Beautiful, beautiful S6. Yeah, basically problem with Moonlit is just that it just buffs one person. So you test it. Well, I guess do let us know how it goes. Why not Empyrean though? Empyrean is also great. Like, Empyrean also does work. You are correct. But let me think. With Empyrean, this one is fusion damage bonus, right? Attack, attack, attack. I think it's between whether you want I think the idea right now is whether you want a 20% attack or you want a 15% fusion for 35 seconds. Coordinated uptime of Motefi's out. Duration of 10 seconds, cooldown of 20 seconds. Okay, maybe not that great, huh? Maybe not that great. Yeah, 10 seconds too short. You want to ensure that the coordinated attack is constantly on the field. So with half the downtime, maybe not that great. So coordinated is for heavy. No. Sequence increase out duration. Let me see. Sequence of not you. Not you. Crit damage. Nope, not you. Burning. Okay. 7 seconds. So he is now doing 17 seconds instead of 20. There's 3 seconds downtime, which is actually better. But can you ensure to keep that 20 seconds uptime every time? So literally that means, right, by right after his ulti ends, you need to swap back to him to quickly use the ulti again. Alright, see ya, Flaw. "17 seconds." I guess it really depends on the user now. If they are able to keep track of that 20 seconds, because sometimes you do rotations, you might exceed the 20 seconds, right? Like, it might become 25, 30. So you will have that extra 13-second downtime. So it also depends on the user. If, let's say, Heyday is able to consistently keep the ult up, then Empyrean will definitely show the value. If, let's say, like, they forget to cast Motefi's out every 20 seconds, then Empyrean might lose value instead. So yeah, I guess this is another set to test. Quite interesting. Quite interesting. ER requirement will be real high, yeah, really high. Because you need to get the out back very fast. I mean, resonance cost of 125 shouldn't be too bad. I guess that can work. This still requires a lot of testing. Very niche account. Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, moving on to Alto. You did say that Alto is using Moonlit, right? So I guess your Alto is actually buffing Chikuna instead. Your idea of rejuvenating and 3-star weapon? I'm not too sure. Whose account is this? His tuner material situation? Actually, for the I guess it does work. We have the Originite Type 3. Okay. What the fuck? Auto hurry on it. Hello, Loki. Okay, anyways, let's check the tuner situation since Rain reminded us of it. 2000 tuners. Tubes is facing the kind of like new account kind of situation where there's not a lot of tubes. Okay, I mean, sure. This does work. Then maybe you could also experiment with rejuvenating glow with Mortefi as well and see if the damage actually like does help. Hello, Mango. Okay, Chixia with 160 energy regen, huh? I guess this is actually to ensure that the... You came and see Medic Alto, what are they? That's right, Medic Alto, let's go. Okay, so Chixia, this is 3-5. Technical 4-5. 3-5. 4-5. And Chixia can use skill and liberation, so this is technical 4-5 as well. The crit rate is kind of struggling though, so I don't expect her liberation to hit every time. Which means you need to rework on a lot of these echoes as well for double crit to get the crit rate up, because there's one missing crit rate, another missing crit rate, and yeah, those two missing crit rates does really hurt the crit rate. Lotta weapon on her. No, man. 54.2% crit rate already and you still want to use Carlotta's weapon. What the fuck? Flaming Corporate. Oh, there's no crit rate echo. And there's only one singular crit damage. Could cause Carlotta weapons a buff over static miss. I still do think it's a bit hard. Because they actually might need the energy regen, right? If they are doing Galbrena, Chixia, and Mortefi, Galbrena's the one who's going to be on the team all the time. Not on the team, on field all the time. Chixia, however, she's just gonna go in resonance skill, pew 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 pew. The tap one, because you can't use the whole echo. This is not really gonna work. Not whole echo, whole skill. That thing is just going to cost you so much time and it's not worth. Chakona and Katatia signature, which is top priority. Katatia signature, always go for DPS signature before you get sub DPS signature. Therefore, Katatia. But okay, well, the rest are pistols, so very, very limited at the moment. But I think this account is going to have everything in the future later on. Right now, I think this account is in the process of becoming good. Not the best yet. This just stole all the ER rules. Oi, what's this? How can I raid a Tower of Adversity with with just 18 crests? But okay, 18 crests tells me that you do have record syncing. So that means it's at least 30... At least 30 crests from the last tower. Yeah, you got 13 on the last. Oh my goodness me. Fusion resistance decreased by 10%. Your Resonator's gonna love this. This one's gonna be difficult for Chisya solo. This one is probably where you can Carlotta. Not Carlotta. Chakona DPS might work. Then these last two are going to be very difficult until you get perhaps sequences. You mean in Cartetia team, Cartetia signature or Chakona as the sub DPS, which is top priority? I would prefer Chakona as a sub DPS. Because Chakona really does make your Cartetia rotation a lot easier. But, okay, huge but here. If you are very... If you are okay with rotating with Aero Rover and Sanhua already, like you have no issues with that rotation, then you can consider Cartetia signature. Personally, I prefer getting Chakona as a sub DPS over Cartetia signature because of how Chakona makes your rotation so much easier. Like you don't have to worry about, oh, I need to stack up 6 Aero Erosion stacks. You just Chakona, plop her down, Liberation, Rover in, get Rover's outro to Cartetia. You see like 6 Aero Erosion stacks, you're happy. Okay, so we can't exactly use the standard point scoring system here. So in terms of like resonators, because like this is this is your literal cards of resonators, I have to give you 4 points because that's all the pistol resonators you have at the moment. I can't penalize you for not having enough resonators because you have all the pistol resonators. You're gonna get Linne later. So this is like I don't even know how to read this. Okay. You have Brenna's weapon, Chakona's weapon, and Carlotta's signature weapon. So this is going to give you like a... You know what? It's gonna give you 5 because you literally have like everyone's signature weapon, As for the echo build is where we see that everything needs some work. Like Carlotta needs more energy regen, Chakona needs more energy regen and crit damage. Galbrana needs a bit more energy regen as well. Mortefi and Alto are running support sets. Chisha's crit rate's not making it. So echo build is probably like a 8. And then +1 effective 5/5 on Chakona, so that's 9. Map exploration. Let's see. Oh, what is this? No! Oh, the horrors. Oh, the horrors. This might be the first time I'm giving like a 1 point for exploration. Oh, my horrors. What the heck is this? Okay, for tower clear, since you got like 30 crests in the last one, right? Record sync. This is a 10 point for tower clear. 0% for every region. That's the -1 already. It's not even a 0. 0% for every region is gonna be a -1 from me. Because how the hell do you achieve 0% for every region? Literally just means you have done negative exploration. Negative exploration. Okay, for Weaver. Hey! 3k points. You know what this means? Very good. You know why? It's better than some of the accounts which can't even get like a B rank. So Weaver clear is gonna be a 1 point. But I think in terms of like skill expression, this deserves at least a 3 or 4. You know what? Because it's pistol only, right? The difficulty actually increases by so much more. So I think it actually deserves a 4. So they has successfully broken the limit for skill expression. Because 1 is for PC players, 2 is for mobile players, 3 is for like weird control players, and then we have challenge accounts with pistol being like very, very, very limited. So I think that's deserving of a 4 points. A rank on last Weaver because it was more of a Galbrana shield. Oh yeah, true. Okay, let's see how the hell are we gonna do this, man. Energy regions limited. Hello, Silicat. Hey, I think first thing I'll do is I'll switch the setup. Because having Galbrana is gonna need her out more. Next thing I'm gonna do is... what the hell do I even do for Carlotta, man? What the... I think she's just gonna be there for the sake of being there. That's about it. Do I even have any... Hang on. Okay, when dodge counter, you need to dodge counter. What? Okay, maybe not, huh? If it's dodge counter, then this is going to be difficult to use in Weaver. Because you need to dodge, which is hell to the nah. Instead, okay, here is where we look. I don't think the healing set here will be the best in that case. Moonlit Clouds, maybe. Cruise Wing, oh yeah, right. City Cat is smart. Cruise Wing restores HP. Yes, City Cat, yes, let's go. What the heck? Oh my goodness. This is so cursed, man. Oh my days. Oh my days. Then in that case, we don't need Originite Type 3. We can go with Static Mist for a little bit more damage. Successfully made Auto Healer. Yep, Medic Auto at your service. You have a crit rate fallacy? Oh yeah, you do. Wow. Have you ever seen Auto on 200% energy regen? That is amazing. Okay, let me see. I think everyone else should be okay already. Can we do anything for Carlotta? She's there to be a cheerleader, right? I guess if her energy regen was much higher, we can do something more with Carlotta. But currently right now, because she's like not doing a lot. You can quick swap. You mean the out that never comes in 10,000 years? This is the biggest problem right now. Carlotta doesn't have enough energy regen. So after like the first ulti, then maybe like 10,000 rotations later we get back her ulti. So right now Carlotta is borderline unusable with this energy regen, especially in the first half. So I'm thinking like what the hell do we do, man? It's possible to maybe use Moonlit instead, just for Moonlit to super buff Chakona. I think that's the play. Static Mist. Static Mist who? Shixia needs the Static Mist. There's no crit rate. Static Mist for Mortefi. Mortefi needs to buff Galbrena. So it's Static Mist Auto. We swap with Last Dance. That's probably the only way. Because Auto's outro skill is a little bit hard to come back as well. Might have another one cost with energy regen. Let's see. Oh yeah, you do. Somewhat better. I think this one still needs a little bit more. Lotta Preserve. Okay, you know what? We make the swap to Static Mist. It's not the best crit ratio, but I think this will. I think you switched it when you were doing Tower Solo. Ah, I see. Alright, have fun with Whimpering Ways. Kikona. Kikona account. Your internet's not happy today. Oof. Rip. Okay, I think this might work. Might work, might not work. Yeah, it's a huge question mark at the moment. And so let's sip water. Okay, let's get ready and let's go. Big challenge. Have been AFK because you were trying to do tower. Pray you should at least an A. Well, let's see. Because you also need to remember, right, that I am also dealing with a very high ping here. So what's gonna happen is, right, what's gonna happen is that I'm not actually going to have enough what do you call it? Or like the spawn is going to suck.
Perfect.
Hey. Yeah, and things like this when it happens, like the wolves being the wolves being like a huge S at the moment. Oh, was that a non-crit? I guess that was a non-crit. No, Chikona, what are you doing? Aye. Messed up already. It's gonna be very, very hard to properly use this team. Alto with Carlotta's signature looks weird. Yeah, there is abysmal. Oh yes, right. The other thing about like I say like the other thing you wanna note is probably change the echo from Kelpie to the Fleur-de-Lis one, because while Fleur-de-Lis doesn't buff Jakona as much, right, what's gonna happen is that the Fleur-de-Lis one can time slow like everyone, so it's actually going to help a lot. And also there's a thing about the what do you call it? The Kelpie, right? There's after you use the Kelpie, there's a delay in the spawning in, which also does actually screw with your rotation sometimes. Oh my! You're gonna stop doing that, whatever that spin. Oh my god, every time she does the spin, I lose time.
完璧なフィナーレ。これがモンテリの挨拶です。勝利の女神が微笑んだ。
The damage. Yep. Zero damage moment.
捧げよう。新時代へようこそ。ご清聴ありがとう。百聞は一見にしかずだね。
とっておきだ。
ご清聴ありがとう。これがモンテリの挨拶です。逃げられるとでも？私が誰かわかりますか？
Okay, okay. Coconut, everything is getting interrupted by the damn wolves.
この手に。
I think the 1.7k here is quite similar to the one that you got. No, the other problem, right, is that we have Glacial Wolves. Glacial Wolves is also nerfing Kalata's damage here. But honestly, I think if the Chakuna can actually like have more crit damage, might be okay actually. Motefi, can you fill up already? Thank you. That was so hard.
悪には悪を。
私の出番のようだね。
消してやる。
ほらほら。正義の味方。
燃やし尽くす。これはいかん。死にたいの。
悪魔の登場だ。そろそろ終わりの時間だ。食い尽くしてやる。被爆。豪華を燃やす。燃やし尽くせ。
私の出番のようだね。
ふっ。しつこいです。怒りました。灰になれ。消してやる。これはいかん。
絶好調だよ。
Yeah, okay, so 116 is the perfect spot for Chixia, huh? 116.
被爆。悪には悪を。
怒りました。ふっ。燃やし尽くす。これはいかん。
トライ。私の手で地獄の門を開く。消化しろ。豪華を燃やす。燃やし尽くせ。
Okay, so maybe no, the idea is to rotate back to Motefi so that he can stack his gauge. I think that's the play here. Yeah, so the play here is to actually rotate back to Motefi. And I think the other key here is to not use this falling star because it's really not going to work. Instead, maybe Reveler's Captain Seal might be the play. So let's try it with Reveler's Captain Seal instead. Because all attribute damage by 25% is actually quite strong. We have no healing, so this one, Plunderer's Captain Seal, is not really gonna work. Maybe we can try Plunderers here. Yeah, you know what? Maybe we can try Plunderers here. We shall then need a lot more heal pro. I think should be fine. If as long as I remember to use Alto's what do you call that? Cruise wing.
お静かにご清聴ありがとう。
俺も混ぜろ。
一見にしかつだね。
やりてく
ご清聴ありがとう。
Yo, look at that spread, man.
完璧なピナよっひざまずきなさい。完璧なピナ。これが運命のアンサンブル。
俺も混ぜろ。とっておきだ。
勝利の女神が微笑んだ。完璧なピナ。アルテの完成ですわ。私が誰ご清聴ありがとう。わかりますか？
俺も混ぜろ。もっと頑張りな。
ご清聴ありがとう。この詩をフィナーレに捧げよう。諦めなさい。完璧なフィナーレ。
見切れるかな。当たらないよ。
完璧なフィナーレ。アレグロ。百分は一
俺も混ぜろ。
見しかつだね。これがモンテリ
Oh, wrong rotation. Should be back to Kekona.
開演の時間だ。
Wow, that took quite a while to spawn in.
パーフェクト。やりてくぜ。
これで終わり。無駄なあがきです。
Hey, I couldn't even fire off the shot.
ご清聴ありがとう。百
俺も混ぜろ。
一見にしかつだね。よっ
Oh. A little bit too fast.
ご清聴ありがとう。
俺も混ぜろ。
一見にし
やりてくぜ。
かつだね。ご清聴ありがとう。
Yeah, I wonder why Chikuna would do that sometimes. Like when Chikuna does the side step, you know that it's a huge time waste already. Like no Chikuna, no, do not do the side step.
速やかに片付けましょう。ご清聴ありがとう。
俺も混ぜろ。
一見にしかつだね。プレリュード。
Yeah, no, you don't want the side step, especially not at the start. Maybe I think the Kelpie's causing a bit of that issue as well. So instead, what we're gonna do is
にご清聴ありがとう。
just like this.
俺も
No
混ぜろ。
Kelpie yet.
ご清聴ありが
Gonna cross
とう。
and then
百分は一見
Kelpie.
にしかつだね。完璧なピナ。ひざまずきなさい。
やりてくぜ。
アレグロ。この詩をフィナーレに捧げよう。これがモンテリの挨拶です。誉れはモンテリと共に。
やりてくぜ。パーフェク
モンテリの名にかけて。私ご清聴ありがとう。誰かわかりますか？百分は一見にしかつだね。
ト。こっちだ。
ご清聴ありがとう。
I'll sit later. No, Wolf, don't interrupt my combo.
これがモンテリの挨拶です。これぞ天満。
見切れるかな。
勝利の女神が微笑んだ。あや完璧な ての完成ですわ。私が誰かわかりますか？
借りてく
完
れ。
璧なフィナーレ。完璧なフィナーレ。これが運命のアンサンブル。
俺も混ぜろ。借りてくぜ。
これはご清聴ありがとう。
とっておきだ。
ご清聴ありがとう。百聞は一見にしかずだね。
借りてくぜ。
宴の始まりですわ。誉れはモンテリと共に。
ウィンスン。借りてくぜ。
新時代へ。
Maybe not even enough damage this time round.
私が誰かわかりますか？
俺も混ぜろ。当たらないよ。見てるかな。
Whoa! Alto looks like he got split
この
apart
詩をフィナーレに捧
by
げ
the
よう。
fragment over there. No, even I have no idea how that even
ご
happened.
清聴ありがとう。そう、プレリュードは華麗に。これがモンテリの挨拶です。ご清聴ありがとう。百聞は一見にしかずだね。これぞ剣断。
It's about the same score, I guess. Actually lower. So using the gold token is actually better. Now the reason why this token is lower is because each lightning strike is only 10k, which is not enough.
Kurai ついてなかったね。
死にたいのか。
正義の味方登場。
灰になれ。
ほらほら。よし。
これは
トライか。この身私が示そう。
Okay, bye Merlin.
豪華を燃やす。
燃やし尽くせ。
行け。
怒りました。消してやる。
正義の味
しつ
方
こいです。静かにしろ。
クラこんなもんじゃないよ。総長だよ。
怒りました。燃えろ。
Yeah, okay, this rotation now is a lot smoother, but I just need to remember to swap back to Galbrena like this,
葬ってやる。
so that I do not spend too much time building up for 40.
悪には悪を。
弱肉強食だ。怒りました。
行け。
消してやる。
正義の味方登場。
灰になれ。
はい、まだまだ。
はっ。
いけいけ。ほらほら。
邪魔でこれは
悪魔の登場だ。私の手で地獄の門を開く。
消化しろ。
被爆
Why is there one guy over there?
被爆。
落ちろ。
豪華を燃やす。
Like, wrong
怒
kick,
りました。
wrong kick.
死にたいのか。怒りました。
正義の味方
燃えろ。
行くよ。ついてなかったね。
燃やし尽くす。これはいかん。
絶好調だよ。
トライ。この身にそろそろ終わりの時間だ。
食い尽くしてやる。
悪には悪を。
弱肉強食だ。
Oh man, this one's gone horribly wrong because of the birds going everywhere. The bird went literally everywhere. Okay, so no. You really do need a question with many answers, and apparently Falling Star that tears Fate apart is better. What the hell, man? Oh my god. This is actually cursed. Actually cursed.
これが飾りとなるか武器となるか全て
Bear
は
with-
私が
with-
決め神様
bear
なら未来を
witness
予言でき
to
るかもしれないけど明日はどんな
eating
いい
Alto.
ぜ今回も損はさせないさ
Healer Mortefi to use Plunderers and give Alto Moonlit. No, I think the Moonlit will be too slow already on Alto. Moonlit Carlotta might be the play, where we buff Chacona. That's the... So, Moonlit Carlotta, literally she's just there to be cheerleader for Chacona, because right now Carlotta doesn't have enough energy regen still, if you want to use her signature, which her signature is going to be doing most of the damage. Yes, Moonlit Carlotta, you heard me correct. So make sure we have Car here, yes, okay. You heard me. It's Moonlit Carlotta time. The most cursed thing in existence. Why is there so many arrow damage? Where's the glacial? What the hell did I say? Moonlit Carlotta. You heard me correct. Moonlit Carlotta. Falling star, falling star, falling star. Yeah, falling star is the way. You keep arrow for Alto and never level, GG. Okay, hang on. I will need the washroom, so I'll be right back. Meanwhile, here's one ad break for y'all. Okay, I'm back.
これが飾りとなるか武器となるか全ては私が決め
But
ます
like, you wanted to make a challenge account and choose pistols only because you thought it sound the hardest. Well, is it the hardest?
ですわ
I Thank you, thank you. Okay, here goes nothing. Time for attempt number 2. Your eyes are not prepared for this, man.
臨機応変
Actually, no. I cannot do it like this. I need to attack them, then use the Heron. So it's like Pew one Heron,
誰かわかります
and then also
ご清聴ありがとう
like this. Chukuna, why did you do that?
私が誰かわかりますか
I hit one of them already. Why is the concerto not doing its thing?
私が誰かわ
Oh
か
my
りますか
god. The concerto is not doing its thing. Concerto. Concerto, yes, wake up concerto. That only took like 10,000 years for the concerto to wake
百
up.
分は一見にしかお静かに
Ah. The 40 got cancelled. You getting an ad? Hello,
速や
Varun.
かに片付けご清聴ありがとう
俺も混ぜろマジック
ご清聴ありがとう
Oh my god, can we not do that?
諦めなさい100これがモンテリのアイテムは一見にしかずだねこれぞけこの詩をフィナーレに捧げよう
見切れるかな借りてくぜ
世界はこの手にやっ
Hey. Okay, maybe I should just boom 1, 2, and then back to Chukuna.
ご清聴ありがとうが誰かわかります
俺も混ぜろ
ご清聴ありがとうはっ百分は一見にしかずだね逃げられる子でも完璧なフィナーレこれがモンテリの挨拶です勝利の女神が微笑んだモンテリの名にかけて私ご清聴ありがとう誰かわかりますアレグロ開演の時間だ
Genuinely hurts you.
俺も
Well, too bad. Deal with it.
パーフェク
It's what they gotta do with this account. Okay, so no.
完璧なフィ
If
ナ
I
ーレ
want to be a bit more efficient with my rotation, I cannot use Carlotta like that because what Carlotta is doing,
ご清
she's
聴ありがとう
placing Chakuna in such a far position where it's actually hard to reach the
これがモンテリの挨
wolves.
拶ですこれが運命のアンサンブル誉れはモンテリと共に
Wait, actually, wait.
アルテの完成ですわ
You know what? I'm gonna try something very different. What if? What if?
ご清聴ありがとう
What if I just cancel all of Carlotta's
ご清聴あ
ulti?
りがとう
Oh, Chakuna, stop doing that. Why? Why would you want to do that?
私ご清聴ありがとう誰かわかりますか
俺も混ぜろ
ご清聴ありがとう百分は一見にしかずだねこれがモンテリの挨拶ですひざまずきな開演の時間だ
見切れるかな借りてくぜ
勝利の女神が微笑んだ
If I cancel, yeah, okay, I can
よ
cancel.
うこそ私ご清聴ありがとう。誰かわかる
Canceling still gives me the concerto needed.
マジックはお好きかい？
さあソロの時間だ。これがモンテリの挨拶です。この詩をフィナーレに捧げよう。
とってお
So
きだ。
instead of having to do like the convoluted quick swap with Carlotta, I can probably try to cancel, which makes it
これが
faster
モンテリ
instead.
の挨拶です。世界がこの手に。アルテの完成ですわ。私がご清聴ありがとう。誰かわかりますか？よっ
借りてくぜ。
ポリボニこれが運命のアンサンブル。
よっと見切れるかな？
これがモンテリの挨拶です。逃げられるとでも？やあれぐろ
借りてくぜ。
ご清聴ありがとう。この詩をフィナーレに捧げよう。これがモンテリの挨拶です。勝利の女神
So
が
I'm forgetting my Heron, am I?
モンテリの名にかけて。私ご清聴ありがとう。誰かわかりますか？
Aye, Chakona, no, this is not the time for you to do that. Okay, so basically the team rotation is a little bit wrong at the moment, but
俺も混ぜろ。とっておきだ。
it's definitely something that can be done.
幕を出す。借りてく。
開演の時間だ。お静かに。そこです。
Because I'm not making full use of Alto's buff. But the idea is that you can actually cancel Carlotta's
誉
ulti
れはモンテリと共に。
to quickly fill up the concerto.
新時代へようこそ。
And this is only possible when you have like Carlotta with a lot of energy regen. But of course, when you have a Carlotta with her signature and her weapon, that's where you kind of don't want to cancel her shots.
しつこいですね。
行くよ。
燃えろ。
行け。
静かにしろ。
Learning the curse deck.
絶好調だよ。
Learn at your own risk.
逃がしはしない。葬ってやろう。効果を燃やす。
怒りました。死にたいのか。
ついてなか正義の味方。
倍になれ。
行くくらい。
決して
悪魔の登場だ。
Oh, what the? What that piece heavy came out way too
私
fast.
の手で地獄の門を開く。悪には悪を。
怒りました。
ほら登場。
怒りました。燃えろ。静かにしろ。
行け。
これは
トライか。倍にして返そう。火をま私に示そう。地獄の扉を。被爆。悪には悪を。
怒りました。死にたいのか。
こんなもんじゃないよ。正義の味方。
倍になれ。消してやる。
行け。
これは
逃がしはしない。燃えそろそろ 終わりの時間だ。豪華を燃やす。豪華を燃やす。
怒りました。
いい感じ。
ふっ死にたいのか。
絶好調だよ。
Ah, the wasted ulti. Okay, they spawned in. Very nice.
燃やし尽くす。怒りました。
トライ。いけ。
Ah. Okay. I think at this current state of the account, right? Everything is like very close to each other. So I think it doesn't really matter what you do. We've tried several combinations. Clearly, they all kind of like match each other's like so-called power level. To be honest, the only way forward for this account that I see happening is vertical, what do you call that? Vertical investment, where you where you get sequences. And just here with Lotta and Kona. You can, but you can't really auto, because thing about Chixia right now is that she's on the Flaming Claw Prince set. She's going to buff Liberation for... I mean, she's not gonna buff Liberation. Her own Liberation gets buffed, but this 15% fusion damage bonus is going to be cosmetic for the other team. So this fusion team is really sort of like buffing each other, which is what makes them sort of like work with each other. But she does damage. Yeah, she does damage. And then after that, what? What comes after doing damage? The Chakona's not gonna do damage. The Chakona's not gonna be doing damage. And Carlotta is on Moonlit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Chakona needs the buff to do damage. Without the buff, right? Let's try to do a solo Chakona run and see how it goes. Hey, what the heck hit me? Yeah, she can't even clear one wave of enemies properly. Yeah, without the buff, she can't even clear one wave of enemies properly. So she's going to actually need those buffs. Because remember, this Chakona is missing some crit damage. It's just only because you like pain. Yeah. Anyways, for the account rating, it's a good rating. It's like good for this kind of curse account rating. So therefore, it's good. It's good account. It just needs a lot more work on the echoes. we will get peak account when all the echoes are pretty nice. Yeah, honestly, right now the most limiting factor is the lack of some stats. Anyways, let's unbrick Carlotta. Let's return Carlotta to her. What do you mean cannot perform this action during battle? What lies and deceit are you sprouting? Yeah, Fleur-de-Lis instead of Kelpie, attack 3 cost on Carlotta and more energy regen overall. And then I think Chacona should be able to do some damage. Montini not yet restored.
神様
Montini
これが飾りとなるか
now
武
restore.
器となるか全ては私が決めますわ
Carlotta. Yeah, okay. Now back to brick looking energy regen. Now you wanna create a specific weapon account only instead of no pool. You can try broad blade, I guess. I don't think there's too many broad blade resonators, right? Or is there like a lot? Well, let's go find out. Characters. In terms of broad blade, we have quite a few, but they're all like really limited. In terms of gauntlets, maybe you can try gauntlets only. You have Jianxin, you have Ling Yang. Those are your two options. Then you have Yu and Yuan Hu. Rectifier, there's a lot in the rectifier class. And there's a lot in the sword class. Yeah, they don't synergize well with each other. Maybe unless you get S4 Calcharo. S4 Calcharo can work with Augusta. I mean, hey, you have Moni incoming. So maybe Moni will be your S2 straight off the bat. Okay, now make sure I restored everyone. Let's swap this back here. Okay, nice. Yo, look at this shit right here. It takes a while for the hit to be registered. Oh no. Okay, yeah, I guess ping also does play a huge part in Weaver. Maybe, but honestly, we'll only do maybe like close to your score with good ping. Not much of a difference. What's this I see? You know what? I'm gonna park your character right next to the chest. You're gonna collect the chest, right? Right? Do you have everything collected? No, you don't. Okay, and that's for Day's account. Very interesting pistol only. It's going to be very challenging. The way forward is to get Linne, and after that some vertical enhancements. Not enhancements, vertical investments. Maybe I think your most... Well, Shixia S6 is most definitely... Not S6. I don't think any of these is gonna really help her that much in terms of resonance liberation. No, because basic attack damage bonus for who? Mortefi doesn't work. Galbrena maybe a bit. Does basic attack damage count for Chacona's plunge? Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, it's basic. It's not attack. Mortefi's one's attack. So she sort of buffs Brent, but it's like very weird. Gonna grind now they're out of school. Let's go, let's grind. It's just 4-star diff. Yeah. Alto is basically selfish buffer, so not really. Mortefi you have at S6. Galbrena, maybe Galbrena S2. For Chacona's gonna be very interesting. I think for Chacona, if you can get to S3, you'll be casting your Forte circuit a lot more. because you can get a lot of musical essence. Make a poll for flaws challenge account. Sure, I will do that after the stream. Remind me to do that. And Carlotta, I think if you can get her to S3 as well, or probably I think S2 and then S6, not S3. S3 is like outro, sort of works, sort of doesn't. It's like, okay, if Carlotta has enough energy regen, the outro skill and all that would be very, very great. If your Carlotta is not having enough energy regen and her out is not coming out in time, this one's going to be bricked. S3 is going to be very very cosmetic. So yeah. Chakona vertical investment is least important because it doesn't do that much for personal damage. So I think this one is going to be great for Forte Circuit because you'll be grouping up a lot of small mobs. Right now, your team synergy is essentially Chakona and Alto. Carlotta is kind of on the side until maybe you can get her to S3. So like these two are your DPSs, but I think Chakona might be looked down upon too much. You know what? You can have your account back. I will quickly do one Chakona run with my Chakona and see how it goes. Because I think there's some way, some potential to be had here with like your main DPS Chakona. Thanks for review. Thanks for showing us your account. I think we have certainly seen the possibilities that your account has to offer. It's going to be very interesting to see when your account actually finally reaches its full clear. Hello, Cloudy. You've missed a very interesting account. Okay, so I'm gonna do just Chakona and Alto with question with many answers. Gonna need the third teammate, so therefore we'll be using Carlotta like that. Similar to your loadout just now. For Alto, we will be changing Alto to not this one. His set is already cursed. Hold on. This one's cursed. This one is cursed. This one's great, so it's locked. This one is kind of whatever. I think we'll just lock this for now. Okay, now the problem is I do not have a crew swing. Never mind, problem solved. I have a crew swing. Oh yeah, right. You might want Cadenza on Alto instead, huh? Because Cadenza can actually help with the Concerto energy regen to make it faster. You don't have Cadenza, it's so sad. RIP. Okay, so for Chakona, right? Okay, my attack is not there, but the... Oh! Man, where is my attack? Where are my attack rolls on Chakona? It's bricked. My Chakona is bricked. No attack. Level 70 weapon? Yeah, it's Cadenza. Why do you need to level 90 a Cadenza? You don't. You absolutely do not. Okay, let's see if
美しいハーモニーポリボニー完璧なフィナーレ完璧なフィナーレ開演
we
の
have
時間
everything being 90. That's nice. That's a luxury I do not have.
完璧なフィナーレ
So you see how the echo actually does help a lot, right? Because I can throw out the I can throw out the echo without having to transform into Kelpie.
音がずれてしまってこれが運命のアンサンブル
Being able to throw out the
美しいハーモニー
what do you call it, flirtatious skill also really does help a lot because can you stop with your roaring? What do you think you are, the freaking jungle dragon from Terraria Calamity?
血が低くな
10,000 roars
こ
and
の
what the
詩を
hell?
フィナーレに捧げよう
But yeah, being able to get her ulti back is also very, very important. I guess if I do
両辺ご清聴ありがとう
俺も混ぜろ。
美しいハーモニーよし完璧なフィナーレこれが運命のアンサンブル
kaboom.
これがモンテリの挨拶
And you look, 15 seconds to clear just like that. Why? I hate the wolves with a passion. They come in, they start roaring, and they totally destroy the
私が
whole
誰かわかりますか
the whole rotation.
お静かにご清聴ありがとうそう
俺も混ぜろ。
美しいハーモニーはっはっ
Chakuna didn't fly off the ground enough to
この詩をフ
to
ィナ
do
ー
her
レに
jump
捧げよ
skill.
うこれがモンテリの挨拶ですそこですこれぞ剣断あれが美しいハーモニー世界はこの手にやあこれがモンテリの挨拶ですご清聴ありがとうアルテの完成ですわ
見切れるかな。
開演の時間だこれはどう完璧なフィナーレ美しいハーモニー
俺も混ぜろ。
ご清聴ありがとう
Why did Chakuna try to leap over the
ポリボニー
Has the Discords? Hello? Can you die already? Thank you.
これが運命のアンサンブル
Boom, wave clear.
これが
Well, almost a wave clear, I guess.
逃げられるとでも完璧なフィナーレひざまずきなさい美しいハーモニー完璧なフィナーレ勝利の女神が微笑んだ
Yeah, so you see how a well-built Carlotta makes a lot of difference, right?
俺も混ぜろ。
ご清聴ありがとうそうプレリュードは華麗に
Ah, missed it.
この詩をフィナーレに
Like a
捧げよう
well-built Carlotta can also like do so much more damage for
これがモンテリの挨拶です
to be viable in
ご清聴ありがとう
quick swap rotation.
そう美しいハーモニー
But I guess the rotation does have to be a bit more different because I'm not doing the rotation very, very well here. Oh my god. Wolves! Can you chill already? 10,000 years of roaring.
開演の時間だ誉れはモンテリと共にご清聴ありがとう
So I think if you do everything here properly, you should be able to get to like wave 6 with a well-built Chakuna and Carlotta. It's gonna take a few tries because the wolves are very, very annoying unless you can find a way to nuke down the wolves. Yeah. Because once the wolves start roaring, anyone without interruption is going to be interrupted. Like you see how Chakuna couldn't do anything. Carlotta got interrupted, sort of. Absolutely annoying wolves. Oh yeah, 10k. I can't reach 10k. It's out of my league. I'm a little bit away.
刃を戻
Just
しましょうか
bit shy of 10k. Which is unfortunate. Okay, where's Alto?
Easy.
Alto,
Go
you
take
will
some
return Verena a attack heal. And you will equip... Well, not this one. Yeah, I've actually tried so many times, right, to hit 10k. 9.4k is the best I can do. And that's with Augusta, you know, because I can't push any further than that. Gold buffs? Gold buff, not enough. Because gold buffs actually slowed me down even more, rather than being helpful. What did Alto use? Yeah, this one. The kind of weird looking brick sets. Yeah, both sides purple. Because we have Verena and I forgot her name, Cantarella, who heals a lot, so this one makes sense. Shopkeeper, and you know who heals a lot, so this also makes sense. Oh yeah, but should probably do the outro. But yeah, that was Dave's account. Hopefully, y'all enjoy looking at a pistol-only account, and maybe that inspires you to do like challenge accounts if you're really, really bored in Buwa. Alternatively, if you're not, maybe you can stay tuned. Go check out. Actually, Dave, do you have like YouTube where everyone can look at your pistol-only resonator challenge? Maybe it can help you plug your YouTube up in the when the video's being made. You do? Alright. Send me your YouTube and I'll edit in the video. Yeah, so go check out Dave's YouTube, which will be up here somewhere later on when I do
気をつ
edit.
けるんですよ
And yeah. For those of you watching on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed it. Happy Gaming Rovers, and I'll see you again in the next video. Goodbye. Goodbye. Compared to Verena S2, bullying is OP. Maybe about the same. We'll need S6 bullying to actually test. Currently, I only have S2 bullying, so Verena still stands out on top. Did I post the Augusta rotation? I did.
その身を切り裂きます
It's actually called Work Smarter, Not Harder. Because for this time round, the Augusta rotation I did right. The quick swap Augusta rotation I did doesn't work, and instead will slow down the rotation by a lot. Instead, this 4.5k points right here is one that I did where it's just hyper carry rotation. But, okay, huge but here, you need to have enough stats for Yuno to be able to nuke down the waves. Um, let me label. Ayo, what? Day account review. Yeah, it's a big if because you actually need enough stats. This whimpering wage, right, is very huge on the very huge on having enough stats for Yuno. So if I were to do that again, I may be able to do that again. Let me see if I can. And if I don't, well, GG's. It's interesting how Wuwa Flex, right, this time round doesn't have the whimpering ways of season 11. So no one can really check. Okay, but if you haven't seen the video, essentially what you want to do. The first rotation is as usual, where you want to quickly trigger Augusta's full ulti. Yeah, Wuwa Flex somehow doesn't have Viva ranking. It's like, do not know if anyone's able to get above 10,000. So here's where you want to use Yuno's nuke and nuke past this first wave. Yeah, so another one of these big is, right, you see how Yuno missed a few of her things already, which kind of like screws with the whole rotation as well. But it is what it is. And then Augusta out for the next incoming wave. And then here's where you want to use Augusta's normal out to clear the wolves. And then here's how you're gonna continue the rotation. Because this time round with so much electro resistance, quick swapping with Augusta is not going to work. Instead, you have to be a little bit more careful with like your Yuno rotation. Like you see how I didn't just go straight away into ulting the first wave, but ulting the second wave instead for a very clean clear like this. And then so now with the second wave like already sort of like damaged and with like not a lot of mobs left, I use the normal out to clear. Yeah, Yuno melt the electro part. So that's why it's also gonna be a huge if, because if you do not have Yuno's signature, then there's you can't really do that. Aye, why do we have two guys left? But yeah, even if you see like how I'm like doing pretty badly, sort of, I'm still getting a 3.5k. You can see my 4.5k run, which I posted already, and you see how everything just sort of like flows very nicely with each other. This part here is also difficult because don't think Falling Star worked that well for me. Maybe if I went with Sanhua, maybe Falling Star would work. Maybe. It's a huge if. Yeah, 4.5k. Which when I got it, I was just like actually quite surprised. And honestly amazed. For Lova, it's best to stick with Plunderer. Most cases, yes, most cases. Until you have the shield buff. I think I'm gonna try with another sort form of like rotation, which is the Sanhua one. Because I think Sanhua might actually buff Cantarella to do so much more damage. You grind out 5k on first sight Lova. Nice. Well, let's try it like this. Lova, I have copies? No. I'm a S0R1. Most of my resonators are S0R1. What will net for second 5k for second sight? Hard to say. I don't think it's that easy to get 5k this time round on the Weaver.
伴奏お願いできる？生命のシンフォニー、そばにいてあげる。リズムに乗って反響に耳を傾けるのよ。枯れてもな咲き乱れるわ。
Yeah, that's the Sanhua Frolova team, but Frolova is not doing. Didn't manage to outro to Sanhua.
面白いコンチェルトね。伴奏お願いできる？生命のシンフォニー。生と死の狭間にすがって心だけは白馬にあらず。私の後ろに大グレンゲ。途中のそばにいてあげる。静かに。楽しいわ。深淵の先へ沈むのよ。水底へ。アンサンブル。完全に無駄ね。生命のシンフォニー。口ずさむ杉し日の残響。私の後ろに朝日のきらめく霜のごとく。捉えられるかしら。楽しいわ。受け取りなさい。海のささやきを。破滅。ただ落ち続けて完全に無駄ね。生命のシンフォニー。生と死の狭間にすがって心だけは白馬にあらず。私の後ろに権限せし監獄よ。呼吸大丈夫。私はここで。毒よ、深淵を飲み込みなさい。終焉。生命のシンフォニー。泣き叫び笑いなさい。口ずさむ杉し日の残響。私の後ろにその糧を解き放て。呼吸の谷。
はい。Ooh, bro.
高まくアンリ。受け
The
取りなさい。
thing
海
did
のさ
drop.
さやきを。溺れません。アンサンブル。生命のシンフォニー。彼の反響に
I mean, with Sanhua, you can still get 5k.
身を傾けるのよ。
Yeah, see? You can get 5k with Sanhua. Wow, your game crashed.
完全に無駄ね
Didn't even log in. This part here is going to be a bit more complicated because the rotation is going to... You know what? I'm going to try with the second side. Let me see if I can come up with a rotation for the second side to hit 5k. It goes nothing.
焼却アドアスト
Welcome back, Stabby.
入力少し遊んであげる
Basically, the important thing is for Yuno to nuke down the second wave.
先は全て狩り場
And this is clearly not the way. Did Viva reset? No, we're just testing out some stuff with Viva.
任せたわ神聖を授ける
Zenny is alive today. Let's go. He's finally alive
禁止よ
after like so long.
与えなさい私に答えなさい未来で任せたわ共に戦おうセブンヒルズのために受けてみよ栄光をセブンヒルズに戦意をこれが心数は整っている破壊に星の歌よ華麗に優雅に私を見なさいこれが私の決意
Can we put in God S2 Varina? Only one bullying. Rip.
因果覆す
Oh my god. Yeah, everything got spread out. Boom. Very nice.
対の地入りを告げるアドアストラ入力少し遊んであげる任せたわ与えなさいすべて導きよ月が満ちたわを始め代官を上げよもらったこれぞ王道の勝利これで終わりだ
Boom. Ooh, look at the damage.
これが心
Okay, so I guess I'll need to do the rotations a little bit faster. If I want to make it to 4k plus. Huh.
核兵器星の歌よ
Yeah, I can net 5k with good spawn RNG, but that's a huge if.
楽しませることねこれが私の決意任せたわ未来共に戦おう隙を見せたな
And this is not good spawn RNG.
満月任せたわ
Okay, everything's spread out. I had to. Augusta stack, AFK stack, yeah. When did you save up to 37 wave solvents? I don't know, have you not been playing?
味方任せたわ。
受けてみよ。
アドアスト破壊ニュール少し遊んであげる。はっ与えなさい。月が満ちたわ。任せたわ。因果を覆す。
征服を始める。手はずは整っている。代価を上げよ。よっ受けてみよ。これぞ王道の勝利。一撃で葬る。
Oh. Yeah, the very nice
ついの
bleed.
血入りを告げる。入力神聖を授ける。華麗に優雅。私を見なさい。私に
Okay, this is very nice so far. Oh,
やっ
よかねよ。
通りよ。
無駄なあがきだ。勝利の栄光をセブンヒルズに。これで終わりだ。
これが心。入力星の歌よ。まばたきは禁止よ。任せたわ。楽しませることね。これが私の決意。
boom. Okay, very nice.
未来
共に戦おう。セブンヒルズのために。よっもらった。胸を張れ。太陽の
Yeah,
輝
wave
きに。
spawn not being instant is an issue. Oh well, we gotta live with what we get.
ついの血入りを告げる。アドアスト入力華麗に優雅。与えなさい。行き先はすべて狩り場。月が満ちたわ。運命は
Nah, I don't think this is like that possible. I don't think this is that possible. The wave spawn not being instant, that's number one. Number two is that I have to properly time Yunos out to actually deal with the violet feathered herons. That's another issue. You give it a shot with Brenna, you know, how did it go? 3.5k and max. Oof. You know what we could do though? We could try Falling Star. Falling Star might work. No, Cartesia's capped at 4.2k, 4k at best. Like 4.2k if you can quick swap. Cartesia's just too slow. Unless you have it at S2 or S3 to apply aero erosion so that when she does the big hit during her Fleur-de-Lis form, it can nuke and clear the wave. Yeah, even with Chisa. You heard me say that thumb buttons, mouse 3 and 4 is the way for Wuwa? You mean Rochang? I didn't say that. I have never said that. I deny those allegations.
伴奏お願いできる？ただ泣き叫び笑いなさい。口ずさむ杉氏日の残響。いい度胸だわ。楽しいわ。溢れ出す。受け取りなさい。海のささやきを。進化をお見せします。深海にいざないのアンサンブル。
Yeah, this is messy. This one's messy. Thanks to the wolves that instant spawned in and started to be a prick already. You love to see when a wolf just spawns in and straight away starts screaming, howling in the air.
反響に耳を傾けるのよ。枯れてもなお咲き乱れるわ。そばにいてあげるわ。深淵で泳ぎなさい。楽しいわ。深淵の先へ。進化を見せないの。飛んでけ。沈むのよ。
Palm 3 and 4 are good replacements. No. Said no one ever.
生命のシンフォニー。リズムに乗って完全に生と死の狭間にすがって心だけは白馬に放つ。大丈夫、私はここよ。楽しいわ。音進化をお見せします。毒よ、深淵を飲み込みなさい。深淵で泳ぎなさい。終焉。彼の生命のシンフォニー。ただ落ち続き日向ぼっこの時間ですよ。面白いコンチェルトね。反響に耳を傾けるのよ。口ずさむ杉氏日の残響。そばにいてあげるわ。捉えられるかしら。楽しいわ。進化をお見せします。受け取りなさい。
Man, that was a wasted 40 took it. But oh well.
破滅。完全に無駄ね。生命のシンフォニー。植物だって生きてるんです。リズムに乗って。枯れなさ泣き叫び笑いなさい。枯れてもな
Double stacking resident skill with Bullying and Zhezhi versus Shopkeeper and Zhezhi, which is better? The double stacking is better.
楽しいわ。
And that's assuming that your Bullying's like
毒よ。
S6.
深淵を飲み込み
Below
なさい。
S6 is kind of like about the same, in my opinion.
終焉。生命のシンフォニー。日向ぼっこの時間ですよ。伴奏お願いできる？生と死の狭間にすがって心だけは白馬に放つ。大丈夫、私はここよ。溢れ出す。
Quite close.
申請を授ける。入力。まばたきは禁止よ。楽しませることね。はっ、すべて導きよ。私に答えなさい。任せたわ。
Without the plunderers, there's so many extra leftover wolves. It's actually insane.
栄光をセブンヒルズに一撃でフォアマル。
この身をもち誓いをなす。破壊に星の歌よ。華麗に優雅
胸を張れ太陽の輝きに天意を
ついのち入りを告げる。
受けてみよ。
アドアストラ、少し遊んであげる。任せたろ。焼却与えなさい。行き先は全て狩り場。これが
Looks low time wise the net 5k from. Yeah, the when the start is already like very rocky, it's honestly not the best sign already.
セブンヒルズのために勝利の方これぞ王道の勝利。これで終わりだ。
この身をもって誓いをなす。神聖を授ける。血入力華麗に優雅に焼却私を見なさい。
Hello, Sina.
月が満ちたわ。
If you play Lupa in
未来
full fusion, this regarding mono fusion, does she keep the fusion buffs all the time? This regarding rotation order.
胸を張れ太陽の輝きに
What do you mean by that?
天意を
ついのち入りを告げる。
Yeah, nah, this is actually worse because of the very iffy start that we had. So at the end of the day, Augusta, Shopkeeper, and Yuna at the start is better. I feel like this time round's worth of Viva is very dependent on the timing. The timing is the most important part for this time round of the Viva.
この剣にかなうものなど
My Augusta stats are currently buffed at the moment. Let me exit to Overworld. Hello Dragon Life, how are you doing? What is this new pistol only account? Oh, the account review is already over because we only had 6 Resonators to review. Basically, the account that we reviewed, right, pretty much only means pistol, literally means pistol only. What do you mean? Means they can use Chixia, Mortefi, Auto, Carlotta, Giabrena, and Chakuna. That's it. Oh yeah, nah, it doesn't matter. Lupa's buff works like Shopkeeper's buff. So essentially, the liberation just means all resonators in the team just gains this buff. And then once you like intro with Peck Hunt, you enhance it. That's about it. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. Now, for second round, whether the buff refreshes or resets, it's not very clear. Because they didn't really say, like, it ends the buff. You know what we can do? We can go with someone who's very quick in rotation to quickly test. How quick? Well, Verina, Sanhua kind of quick. So we go Lupa, Verina, Sanhua to specifically test whether this works or not. So if we still see the icon, probably means yes, it does work. And with our dear friend Crownless. We'll all love the bully Crownless. Now I think you would just see the buff, because whenever Lupa does the... You see this thing down here?
孤中の燃やし公平な戦いを
Okay, 3k attack. But that's also from Verena. Do we have fusion buff? 67%. 67%. Okay, because I'm using one attack over here, so that means she's buffed by 37% fusion. So if we calculate the 37% fusion, let's see. There's 10% here, 15, so we have 25% here. Which means we still got 13% around there. Or like, no, 12%. Or 12% does. So maybe it actually resets. Because if it's Pack Hunt, right, we should gain a 10% fusion damage bonus when I'm attacking an Overlord class. Now, if there's additional 3 fusion resonators, they will get an increase by 10%. But right now, this doesn't. This will not be showing up because we don't have an additional 3. But we do have an enhancement, so we should gain that 18% as well. Now, whether that 18% actually does reflect here, I think it's a bit hard to calculate. Bye, Crownless. You have a great day. You mean like testing and stress testing the characters like you normally would? I see.
公平な戦いを怪我しちゃいけねえ。あなたのことは波が知らせてくれるのよ。
I recommend having like close to 130% for Cantarella for her energy regen. Casting Resonance Skill recovers 1 point of trance. Honestly, rotation you can also still do the S1 rotation sort of, but you'll need to do like two stacks instead of 1 because the skill doesn't give at S0. Problem is when you just spawn in, right? It's a very big gamble because when enemies just spawn in, and for example like this round's worth of raw, the wolf, and they spawn in and start roaring, your Cantarella's 40 circuit is gonna get instantly interrupted. Which you're gonna be like, bro, no. Yeah, 130 is like the sweet spot for a lot of resonators. Like Lupa, Chisa can go a bit lower. Chuyen can also be a bit lower, like 125 honestly.
巡る月相の中
この剣にかなうものなどおらぬ。
Cantarella totally fine with 135. 135 is for Weaver. 130 I feel is much better. Aerial go buff, it does jack shit. Aerial go buff does jack shit. Why not? I can't do 5k with Mono Fusion. There's too many inputs for me to do properly. As much as I enjoy quick swap, I cannot do quick swaps to the point where it flows naturally for Mono Fusion. With Rolova, Sanhua, Cantarella on left side tower, this reset, haven't had energy problems. Oh. Okay, that's nice. Best I can do for fusion is also like 4k. Yeah, 5k only for Lova. This team Viva Resonator, of course, Frolova's the the one to go for Viva. Quickswap comps require frequent training. Frequent training is one thing. Second thing is you see how quickswap, right? Most quickswap people are just like, oh, let's do fusion quickswap, and then we just quickswap the shit. We quickswap everyone down in like 30 seconds. What happens after 30 seconds? Nothing. Nothing. You need to have super stats in order to quick stop everyone down in 30 seconds. So if it goes beyond 30 seconds, what happens? The rotation gets all messed up. Done with randomizer wheel for tower? No. Like people just go in, quick swap the shit out of everything. But not like this because I'm already slow here. Ah. Hey. Nope, this is not the first thing you want to start off with. It's actually Lupin out. Go eat, be right back. Okay, enjoy your meal. Nice. Yeah, I still literally have no idea how people do all those like 30 seconds quick swap shit, because I have my own way of quick swapping which is a little bit slower, but it's a lot more manageable for me. If you require me to increase my inputs, right, it's going to be very messy already. And on top of that, Flirtless this time round is Flirtless. She's going to break your shit. You can understand one bit whenever you see this. Well, it's essentially just a lot of essentially a lot of input in between. I can do quick swap between Lupa and Brent, but I cannot do between Changli and Lupa. The DPS is slow. Yeah, more like the input is slow. The DPS is kind of there already. Granted, my Changli... what? Granted, my Chang-Li is like... She doesn't have her signature weapon, and she's stuck on Emerald Genesis, and I cannot find a proper Nightmare Inferno Rider for her. I gave up trying to find a proper one. This one is normal Inferno Rider, so it doesn't work with her. Yeah. So that's the problem with my Chang-Li at the moment. Yeah, crit rate is too high. She just doesn't want a proper crit damage Nightmare Inferno Rider, man. I tried farming for it. It's just shit. So I gave up and I never got back to Chang-Li. I'm also always constantly building Resonators, so I cannot afford to all in on Chang-Li. That's the problem. I have to chase the new Resonator to make guides for it. So I guess if I could will for something, right? It's okay, just swipe, it's inevitable. Maybe if you watch more of my videos, I can swipe for this one. How much resource do I have now? Only like 600 tuners. New tuners, 600 tuners going into the new versions, not a lot. One day I'll make an S6 video. Welcome to S6 bullying. Where the hell is bullying? S6 bullying. Yeah. I think my first Resonator that I'm gonna actually properly S6 for 5-star is Verena. She's already at S4. I go for 6 limited and 3.0. If y'all can watch more of my videos, maybe I can. I have no money. No money to swipe. I'm poor. I give you those modifiers. No. I don't need them, but no. No. Yet, honestly, I'm being bricked by tuners. Always and always. Any plan to go for new standard weapons? Probably not. I feel like Lupa looks the best with 1 bar because she's glowing and she still has a 8. I think this is like the best Lupa effect. Looks the best. Like when she's without the cape, it looks weird. With SP Encore, nice. Time to S6 Encore. She's a better DPS than Chang-Li and Gabriella. I guess that's why who now? I forgot the name all of a sudden. It's Arata. Arata has a really maxed out encore. After watch of the live stream on YouTube. Thanks. But yeah, you see how it's like without the cape, it just looks sort of weird. Okay, bye Varun. Thanks for tuning into the stream. S4 on-call support. What the heck? Cursed. 1020 tuner, 10 modifier, 69 cubes. Save for 3.0. Hey, 1000 tuners is great.
その身を切り裂きます
Honestly, I think I am like just done building Chisa already. Gotta save up for I gotta save up for Linne and Moni. After the Moonlit Lotta, Moonlit anything. Keeping Cantarella for Moni. Yeah. Better be worth. I feel like she's more of a future investment. Like she can work with fusion, mono fusion, but she's not the best in mono fusion. Why? Because the part of a kit where like there's tune rupture, tune shifting, is not going to work with anyone there. She doesn't inflict the tune rupture nor tune shifting. She needs someone to inflict those debuffs in order for her to build on it. You really wonder if we'll get an update to all resource boxes? I doubt. But if they do, that's great. But honestly, I doubt. You know why? When there's like a new region, right? What games do for new region most of the time is because they want to slow down our like in the bid to slow down our progression, new region just means like a sort of like a soft reset. So I won't have my hopes up for them to update the resource boxes. Well, time to do some fantasies. But before that, we should do this one. Time to farm for some Carthethia's one cost. Actually, should I even farm here for Carthethia's one cost? One cost drops in tested field is abysmal, man. Nah. No, I will continue to farm for lingering tunes. The Cartethia one cost drops will just come from hunting those echoes. Missing most essential DPSs and supports. Well, in WoWa, if you have Yuno, you're good. Yuno is the way, Yuno's the answer. Everything just live, love Yuno. Or brands. These two have been my major carries in the account so far. You got Dailin and ZZZ. Yeah, that's nice. Tag. Why is that locked? HP, okay. Control, no. Attack, yes. Glacial, HP. Ah, it's all trash. Account review was number 99, but it's now gone off the list. I have no idea what your name is. If you tell me your account review is number 99, and you don't tell me your username, I will not know who you are. Intro skill, Divine Dream. I think I'll go with Spirit. All your builds and characters are Power Crab. GG.
私が見届けるわ。三日月よ、任せたわ。来年新エラ。
Are you able to control F to find your name? Pretty sure you can control F to find your name, right? You had an account review yesterday by one of the streamers you frequently watch. Low-key stunlock her with your builds and left her speechless few times. Nice.
耳を澄ませ。演技もお手の物さ。
任せたわ。
I'll check for you later, Phoenix.
耳を澄ませ。
But honestly, I think you should be able to use the Control F function. Because I remember I'm able to use the Control F function on Excel sheets where I do not have access to find some queue number. Your mobile tried to search, but the function is turned off in the live review. Program site. Interesting. So maybe only on the PC is doable. Okay, hang on then. Let me check real quick. Currently it's 109 to make way for Duet Night Abyss and Wuwa 3.0.
受け取れ。
Those are the things that where I have to bump down everyone. So yeah. Last number you can see is 105. It's 109.
完璧な終幕だ。
ついてくるのよ。
Give me the Divine Dream. Give me more destruction. Nice.
私が見届けるわ。
If you're not constantly raising resonators, you shouldn't have issues with credits, honestly. But if you're like constantly raising resonators, that's where you will have issues with credits, because raising resonators and their corresponding weapons are really expensive.
任せたわ。
Sorry for the interruption. No problem, man. No problem. It's 109. There's bound to be delays here and there, so don't get your hopes up at 109. It might get bumped up to 110, 111. You know, there are some days where I can't do streaming because shit happens. So yeah. You used to always be broke on credits around version 1 because you kept getting resonators back to back and got very lucky. Damn. Yeah, I know. There's always delays here and there. Like, because when I add everyone to the queue, right, I don't factor in the time needed to clear an update and days where I'll be sick or days where I have too many videos to handle, those kind of shit. So there's bound to be delays. But don't worry, when I get to you, I will let you know. But it's a good habit to check in occasionally, just in case if shit happens and your name somehow gets erased off the list because of a copy error. Last cursed account was something else. If you have seen today's one, it's also quite interesting. Today's one is actually not bad, but also like it's cursed in its own way because it's pistol only. And do you know how many pistol resonators we have in the game? 7. If we count Linne in 3.0, 7. Currently 6. Yeah. So if only 6 resonators to use, actually quite difficult. So it's cursed in its own way, but I guess it's the challenging kind of curse. You have beefy boxes with credits and tiers. Emergency credit packs. 144 blue, 36 purple, and 108 gold. Damn. For me, I feel like Nightmare Fuse, right, didn't eat as much of my tuners as the 5 sets did. Because problem with 5 sets is that I cannot just pluck from anyone. So for example, like if Yuno was a 5 set enjoyer, then I could not use like the old echoes that I have from Jiyan, which Jiyan had a 5-5 for Yuno. I could just steal from Jiyan and be like, okay, this is now Yuno's 5-5. Have I decided on doing curse controls? Never. I will never do curse controls. It's preposterous. No. I do not want to have a brain aneurysm trying to be like, oh, what control is this? And then when I go back to the normal controls, I'll be like, shit, I need to reorient myself with the normal controls again. Oh. Give me more attack speed. That's great. Okay. Alright, we can stop this right here for now. To be fair, to be honest, if someone made a switch in controls and you had to review it, you put controls back to make the review, then just randomly assign buttons before logging out. Hey, I mean it's Rochang. I have to humor him a bit. He's one of the first Discord members. I think I can humor him a bit. But man, trying to reorient myself with the default controls still took like not one day, but like a few hours after that. It's gross. Completely gross. Okay. Yeah. I think I've done enough clicking for today. My index finger's tired. I think it's a good time to go to Wu Waddle, then call it a stream. And here you only get slender and refusals. It's called balancing. Sina Fei is too good. So we need to balance. It's the streamer's cake. Okay, let's head to Wu Waddle. Alto, not Alto. Augusta. What's this? I have no idea. It's probably Rina Sita character. Not broadblade. Not pistol. Rectifier maybe? Could it be a gauntlet? I don't think it'd be Zanny though. It is Rina Sita. Cantarella? Not Rectifier. Rocha? Let's see. Rocha. Oh, Syndicate is correct. Rocha. Stream delay. Rip. Daily code. Had a great sleep. Time for work. Still EP, one more nap. I think that's Tao Chi. Why is it always Tao Chi? Why is it always Tao Chi? What's this? What? Alto? No.
Yash.
Actually, no, that looks like an electro buff, right? Electro buff. Who does electro buff? Yanlin? Yuanwu? I think it might be Yuanwu. Lightning manipulation. Yeah. It's always Yuanwu. Why is it always the 4 stars? When will it be like anyone else? Oh, you're here. Okay. You're still here. Okay, bye, Pants. Anyway, since you asked, you are right here. 109. But be prepared for shit. If I ever do need to push back. Long ass queue, yeah. With each update, I think this is going to push back until like May. You have a long time to fix your account, yes.
Yash. 受け取れ。
Holy typo, you're playing Chisa story mode. And so so deep and nice. You're playing her story mode for the first time. Okay. Glad you're enjoying it. But I do think Chisa's story mode is amazing. Like 2.8. It's a nice break from the finale. Need a strict, deep review. Sina is the one you want for a strict and very min-max kind of review. He's going to drill all your resonators. He's going to be like, no, it's bricked. Doesn't have enough niche damage bonus. It's bricked. Like for example, if I were to show Sina my, gonna say it's bricked. Why? Because the attack is below 2k. Oh, Excel screen. Whoops. Okay, yeah. So if I show Sina my alt account, he's gonna say it's brick. Why? It's because below 2k. This is bricked. Yeah, I know Sina so well. I need to change this, man. I do have a 40% scaling stat on the Liberation, but still kind of bricked. You wanted Chisa so you can add her with Lupa? How's that gonna work? Chisa doesn't work well with Lupa though, unless you're telling me that you already have your endgame settled. Then you kind of can do whatever you want. If your account is clearing tower and Wuwa just fine, you can pull for whoever. Yeah, the ER is bricked to oblivion. No, actually 112 is still okay for main DPS, I'm playing main DPS, so this 112 is just borderline enough. Very, very borderline. But still having more would be great. And wait, this Cantarella, why the hell does she not have anything? Ah, right, because she got stolen. Her set got stolen. And then Sina is gonna be like, oh, this is Midnight Cantarella bricked, not Empyrean Anthem. Think of a category she fits, so she's not bricked. I still need to work on these echoes, man. So many echoes, so many shit I need to work on. But the game is just like, nope, you're gonna get trash. Oh, I have enough of getting trash. Can I get something now? And welcome back, GW. Honestly though, I'm kind of stuck in the crossroads. I could try to get Windward Pilgrimages to replace this while trying to get for Cartetia's 1 cost. Just pray for 1 cost from the Tesser field. Alternatively, I continue to farm Lingering Tunes and then leave Yuno's Echoes be. Other than this Lady of the Sea, because this shit is just 2-5 only. She starts still break, 2k attack, but then 56 liberation. Yep. Still bricked in terms of your standards. In Sina's standards, everything's bricked. So Sina's the guy you want to go to if you want a strict evaluation. For me, my evaluation is, oh, you have enough crit damage, you have enough crit rate, the attack is slightly lacking, but almost there. I guess it's fine. Yeah. That's my kind of evaluation. I'm more lenient. Sip water.
インターバルの時間だ。
Well, here's some sip water. Okay. Need to do our 3 daily Lady of the Seas. And so, while we do that, start the prediction. Start prediction. Will I get crit damage in 3 Lady of the Sea? Gemba time. For whoever's still here and whoever wishes to Gemba. How do you crit damage wrong set with Lady of the Sea? Stabby is always wishing for crit damage wrong set. What the heck, man?
盛大に演技もお手の物さ。
Lady of the Cancer.
禁止よ任せたわ。
耳を澄ませ。完璧な終盤。
Come on, crit damage. Give it. Give it to me already. Can I get a proper HP? Gross. Gross. Dodge. Defense next. Hell no, man.
いけます。
Hey,
植物だって
attack next. Attack and defense.
優雅に楽しませることね。
Boom. No crit.
禁止よ。
Ew.
アーチは俺に任せ。
Okay, let's see who's correct. Defense or attack? Or none. He... Attack, Sina's correct. No! No! Give me crit! What's
お
this?
します。
耳を澄ませ。演技もお手の物さ。エピックショット。
Every boss takes too long to kill unless it's your bloodless. Insane how common folks have a struggle in this game. GG. Yes! Crit damage. Okay, nice. We have 1 crit damage. We have 1. Okay. Lead of the Sea is the hardest for crit damage in main. Time to brick it, absolutely. You know what? Let's start a new prediction. Will I get a good 3-5 for this Lady of the Sea? I feel like it's gonna be exceptionally bricked. In before I roll 5-5? You mean like never? Eh? Oh yeah, these are all crits. It's only this one. I swear. Okay, I only can roll 5-5 off stream. I've never rolled a single 5-5 on stream, I think. Okay, we have 18% for the believers and 82% for non-believers. Double defense, go, go. Double defense, no, no. Ew. Ugh, what the? What the hell is this? Can I... Okay, energy regen. Okay, okay. We are getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Can I get a crit rate? Oh. Oh my, gross. Gross. Stabby. Why? Double defense. Why? Do I do it? I shouldn't have done it. Oh my goodness me, this is gross, man. Fucking gross. I can't even change anything. Can't even fucking change anything. Absolutely gross. Man, feels bad, man. Aish. When? When can I improve Yuno's echoes? Bro, what the frick? This has gone on for way too long. Tomorrow? You mean for tomorrow that never comes? Trust? I don't trust. In my dreams, in my dreams. Okay, well, that marks the end of today's stream. I still have Evie's video to do, so I think I'll be doing that. Hopefully be able to release it later, but we'll see. Yeah, you can destroy those panels. Wuwaddle? I've done Wuwaddle already. You missed it. Yeah, but you can destroy the floor here. Oh. Okay. Thank you for tuning into the stream. I hope everyone enjoyed it. Wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I'm gonna go raid Zenny. He's doing tower now, so I think it's prime time to watch how he's improved or how he's unga bungaing. It's prime time to raid Zenny. You asked for it, GG. Okay. Alright. Everyone, have a good day. Take care. And goodbye. Goodbye.